a pissed off. All these niggas eyeing me, got her pissed off. How you hella bad, but you make a nigga dick soft. They be hella mad cause my pockets on Rick Ross. Yeah, pull up, make a pissed off. All these bitches eyeing me, got them pissed off. He be acting hard, but the nigga still 6 off. If I put it on them, better make a nigga lift off. Yeah, pull up, make a pissed off. Bitch, I be ballin' like Chris Paul.
Welcome to the very first episode of Black In Bangkok, the podcast. The place where raw, real, and unfiltered stories from Black expats and creators in Thailand get the spotlight they deserve. I'm your host, Nas B, founder of Black In Bangkok. Today's episode is called Adventures While Black in Bangkok. And it's only right we kick things off with a heavy hitter. She's a beautiful Black woman, a fearless traveler, and the founder of one of the biggest Black communities out here, Adventures While Black. Please welcome Khela.
Hey, thank you so much, Nas.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Yes.
I'm so glad that we finally got to link up and the
Definitely.
world getting to see it.
Yes.
Two
Out here.
powerhouses
Out
in the
here
building.
doing it.
Let's get into it. So let's take it back for a second. Tell us about your journey. What brought you to Thailand in the first place?
All right, so yeah, I've been in Bangkok or living in Thailand for about 6 years, and what originally brought me here was I'm a singer from California, from the Bay.
Okay, period.
Okay,
Bay
and
Area.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I was traveling the world, and yeah, I saw that I was able to, share my gift in Thailand. So I got here and did my thing, and through that, I just was building up community. You know what I'm saying? And
yes, I love it. So how did Adventures While Black come to life?
well, like I said, I was here building up community. I would see that people would come to shows and stuff and come support me. And I felt like there was a space that needed to be filled with being able to gather a bunch of Black people in spaces where they could still enjoy the beauty of Thailand, but with some cousins.
Yeah, period. I love that. Heavy on the cousins.
Yeah.
One big dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Okay. What's been your proudest moments since starting Adventures While Black?
Yep. Okay. So some of my proudest moments for real is when I'm hosting an event, and after an event, somebody comes up to me and tells me that they had a great time.
Yes,
that is so bomb to me. Like, it's such a big deal hosting people out here in a whole nother country. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we see these people only one time, and we give them this experience of being around this many Black people in another country, and they love it. And that, it like fulfills me for real.
I can definitely agree. Just being a part of changing someone's life or being a part of one of someone's fondest memories, like being able to be a part of or being the reason why somebody will never forget their experience in Thailand. I think that's like a moment to be proud of.
It's super dope. It's super dope.
Are there any moments where you wanted to give up but you didn't?
Nah, I can't even say yes to that. I don't think I've ever wanted to. Building Adventures While Black has been so fulfilling that I don't think I've ever thought about giving up. Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can agree. Now, if we talk about like other things outside of like the community, I feel like building a community is what keeps me going and pushes me forward, even in the toughest times. Like shit, I was pregnant and still pushing.
You still was going.
Yeah, I was still going. I should set my ass down. I was supposed
but
to
you was doing it though.
Yeah, because it was something that just brought me peace and brought me happiness in a time where, where it was a challenge. Yeah. So I can definitely agree with that. I definitely can agree.
For sure.
Okay, sis. Spill the tea.
Oh.
Okay. Look at you. You've been here for a while, so I know you got some stories. What's the wildest, craziest, most what the fuck moment you've had here in Thailand?
What?
Don't hold back.
Wow. Like, something is at the forefront of my mind, but I feel like it's going to be so cliche because I really don't be out here doing the most like that. I really don't.
Like me.
I really be at home. But it is Thailand, you know what I'm saying? So I went to a ping pong show.
Oh. That's not cliche, sis.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't been to a ping pong show.
Yeah, I mean,
Lord Jesus.
Everybody ain't been to one of those, but
we not
those
talking
who know,
about ping pong. We talk about a
and a ping pong.
Wait, pause. How was that? Khela at a ping pong
Oh my gosh.
Did the community know?
I actually took a couple people after a meetup. They wanted to go after a meetup. They were like, "What is that?" And I tried to tell them, and they were like, "Can we go?" And I was like, "All right." And I gave them front row seats.
What?
They had the ping pong paddle.
What?
Yes.
How did the people that you took, like, were they like blown away,
Yes,
flabbergasted? Were they
Yes,
like,
they
Khela,
were.
what the hell? You got us?
Yeah, they laughed the whole way through it. They stayed. They stayed to the end.
Lord.
They stayed to the end.
I would have never thought you went to a ping pong show.
Yeah, I had to go see what was up. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Now
see
I
this
feel
one.
like I might gotta go. Damn, I feel like I'm missing something. Shit.
You gotta go just once.
Oh my gosh, y'all, listen, don't look it up. Any major culture shock moments?
I think it's a culture shock all the time, learning the language.
Yes.
I've been here 6 years and I still don't got it down pat. And the culture shock is when I try it and they gave me that crazy looking face, like, what? And I think it's that makes me so nervous to try my Thai with them, because I'm like, oh my God, they don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm saying?
It right? Am I pronouncing everything correctly?
Yeah.
I don't have too many moments where they like, what? Like, I'd be surprised, because when I do speak it and they understand, I'll be like, okay, all right, we got a little something, but I definitely feel like it is important for us to learn the language.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or you definitely will be culture shocked.
Of course.
Like, child, having a baby in a hospital and nobody really understand.
Oh my.
Baby! And I was supposed to learn Thai so I could be able to communicate.
Oh
like, I was supposed to fluently, but shit happened.
Yeah.
But we gonna get it together.
Okay.
Have you ever had to check someone on some weird energy or microaggressions?
Like, period, in life or in the...
we gonna say here, let's say in the community. Honestly.
There's been some instances where I've had to say some things, but for the most part, they haven't gotten out of control, because I still like to keep it very professional with people, because this is a brand that I'm building. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm honest with you, people are going to people.
Yes.
And black people are going to be black people. And ninjas going to be ninjas.
Yes.
And so, you got to operate. You got to operate with everybody, on their level.
Yeah.
But you have to remember that you are like the face of a brand, and so you can't allow yourself to stoop to certain levels. But there's been some instances where I've dealt just with some low vibrational energy.
Yes.
I'll say that.
Ooh, you said
what I'm saying?
That
that's
was well said.
Yeah,
I love the way you said that.
Yeah.
I love the way you said that. And I'm still learning. I've always kept it cool and kept it professional with everyone. But like you said, people are gonna people. How do you deal with people who feel that, or that demand your attention and response and energy in the community? How do you deal with that type of, like,
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I just don't respond, and respond when I do. Because sometimes I feel like people message me just because they have access to me.
Yes.
And they message me for like little nuanced stuff, maybe just to get me to respond to stuff.
Yes, I agree.
Or like when information is on a flyer and they message me anyway and ask me the same question that's already on the flyer.
Hello.
It just be like little stuff. I be like, no, I'm not gonna, and I just won't respond to it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people will message me a couple times, but I'm like, I'm not going to respond to every message. I try to make myself accessible. I do TikTok lives. I do all kind of stuff, but I still have to reserve some time for me. There has to be some point where I turn it off.
Yes.
Like, social media cannot be an all-time thing. And I think people expect that from you a lot. And even people here in the community do the same. Like, when it comes to putting on events and stuff, people will message me after I say it's already sold out. And they'll say, hey, is it sold out? Can I still come? And I'm like, no. I mean, it happens, but I'm serious. That's why I'm like, people are gonna people. And when there's times when you can't please everybody, then some people get upset.
They get upset. And it's very important. And I'm glad that we're here together, because I've experienced the same thing. And my issue is that I do feel like I have to respond to everybody. I just kind of got to that place where I'm like, I can't respond to everybody.
Yeah.
I just had to tell somebody today, like, girl, I got a newborn. I'm trying to get, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
Not right now.
I do the best that I can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that people have to understand that just because you have access don't mean you have access.
Yes.
Completely.
That's
like,
right.
You know, and just respect our boundaries. I think we do a lot in the community, and I think that it is important to respect the boundaries.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Especially if you're asking something that is maybe, you know, repetitive or like nuanced questions. Like you said, a lot of times we put all the information, everything is readily available for you to find and for you to see. But people will real deal get upset. It is what it is.
It
the
happens.
show keeps going. The show goes on.
Here's my one thing that I'm always saying to people, and I've said this before to people, because the one continuous thing that I actually feel like people get bothered with me about is that I don't remember them. And I'm like, that's not fair to me, because everybody knows who I am. And when I'm meeting you guys at events, you know, like me, I hug everybody when they come in. What's your name? Because I want to know who's coming into my space, right?
Agreed.
But I'm not going to remember you if I don't have a conversation with you, or you don't really make an impact on me at that moment from meeting you from 2 or 3 hours. Then when I see you again and they're like, oh my gosh, it's Khela, you know, you remember me? And I'm like, no, I don't. They like, some people have really gotten offended that I don't remember their names. And I'm like, that's not fair to me. Like, I meet so many people.
It's not fair because we have hundreds of people. Some people in and out. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, if we don't have multiple conversations, or you don't like make a, and not saying that everybody's, you know, not important, but it's like if you don't make an impact.
Like if you don't do more than just come into my meetup and enjoy everybody,
maybe
but
come into a couple of meetups,
or come up to me and have a conversation with me, or something, that way I just remember you a little bit more. That's all it is.
Exactly. But it's nothing to be like, it's no hard feelings.
No.
You know, and I don't think people should take it personal at all.
No.
You know, so I hate that happens, and that, you know, people judge and set the whole tone of their
expectations,
or set the whole tone of their experience off of you not remembering that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And now, but hey, listen. What's something Thailand taught you the hard way?
What is something Thailand taught me the hard way? Give me an example on that one. Like, what could Thailand have taught me the hard way?
Like any lessons you had to learn the hard way. Maybe a lesson that you had to learn by going through something here.
Nope, I got one for you. How about this? When I first moved here, I did not know that people wore sandals all the time, even during rainy season.
Yeah.
When I first got here, I was wearing tennis shoes, my Converse, my Vans. And when it became rainy season, I seen people walking down the street in flip-flops all the time. And I had gotten water in my shoes, and I talked to my friend who had already lived here, and he said, during rainy season, we don't wear tennis shoes, we wear sandals.
That makes sense.
So that was a hard way. I ruined a couple pairs of shoes. Long story short.
I ruined
a couple of shoes. Flip-flops is it. Flip-flops is it. Like, coming from California and then moving here, like, I'm used to wearing shoes and high heels, like sneakers, high heels, something other than sandals and flip-flops all the time. When I moved here, I switched over to where I wear sandals and flip-flops all the time. I don't wear tennis shoes no more. I don't wear pumps no more.
Agreed.
I haven't.
I
wear kitten heels.
That's what I was going to say. I don't even know the last time I wore some stiletto pumps.
No, ma'am.
I don't know the last time I did, okay? I feel like Thailand, it do humble your wardrobe.
Yes, it does.
You know?
Yes, it does.
Quickly. Very, very quickly. Both of us run communities that are more, that are about more than just turn-ups. They're about connection. Let's talk about that. I know Black in Bangkok, we do be turning up.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. We do be turning
Y'all
up.
the turn up.
We do turn up. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are the turn up.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we do turn up. We are the turn up.
Yes.
But I always look at it too, like, it's more than just about turning up and having fun, having a blast. And I do also try to implement, different events that aren't just set towards turning up. Because whether you're an expat here or you're traveling or coming through, it's good to know more than just the nightlife. you know,
For sure.
to adventure.
Yeah.
The bigger picture is about connection and bringing people together. Granted, you know, a lot of Black and Bangkok people, they like to connect, you know, at a party,
Yeah.
in a club.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Ain't
that.
nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? No matter where we are, where we host an event, all types of connections are made.
Yeah.
And I've witnessed so many different connections being made, whether they're business, whether they're, even intimate love, you know, connections.
For sure.
And I feel like those are the most beautiful to me, just to see people actually find their person in the community.
Yeah.
You know, and actually it be their person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We ain't gonna go too deep into all the other stuff. But that's what it's really, really about. It's about connection at the end of the day. And I know you know like that as well. And being able to build these or create these or curate these events and experiences is more so what I like to call them. Create those and build those connections. I feel like it's really, really important when we're so far away from home.
For sure. Yeah, no, I feel exactly the same. Like, with Adventures While Black, even though we're having meetups, we're having events, things like that, I tell people, like, use it as a networking event to be able to find somebody to really build your tribe when you're here. You're going to find your friend that you're going to go shopping with, your friend that you're going to go out to eat with, your friend that you're going to go to the spa with. Like, you're going to find your people at these events. And then, like how you were talking about love, like, I just had a meetup last weekend, and there was a couple that came that I haven't seen in a long time, and the brother was telling me that he had just he was telling me, thank you so much for hosting the events that I host, because he met this sister at one, and that's why I haven't seen them in a while, because they already made their connection, and they was like, they didn't need to come back no more. And I thought that was super dope though. But I say that to say that's the third grown couple that I know that I've made from having meetups here. So I know these spaces are super needed.
Exactly.
Like, and it's super dope. Like, as you're getting bigger, and the same thing that I'm getting bigger, like other Black expat communities in other countries are taking notice of me. Like, I know y'all going to Bali for the Juneteenth thing. So just to say, like, these spaces are needed to make sure that we know our people are connected when they come over here to Southeast Asia.
Yes, because there's a lot of people out there that don't know. Till this day, there's still a great audience, a great group of people who have no idea that there's Black people over here in Thailand.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
So being able to be at the forefront of that, I think that it's amazing. And like you said, being able to see these people, these long-term relationships, you know, people finding their best friends, finding, you know, their soulmates,
travel buddies,
for real. That is like, I'm like, if I don't do anything else, if the world ended tomorrow, I am fulfilled.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
What's the hardest part about building community, would you say?
What is the hardest part about building community? Working with people who don't want to build community.
You better clock it. You better say that. No, first of all, on this podcast, we're gonna keep it G all the way. Don't think we about to come over here. Y'all, we be keeping it real cute at the events, but we gonna be real raw, and that is so true.
Yeah, some people aren't here to make community, and so that's what's made it hard. Like, some people are here to, like, you know.
Some people aren't here to build community or make community. They're here to disrupt.
Disrupt, or for themselves, for self-fulfillment. You know, just all skin folk and kin folk.
Yes. Amen.
That's all.
Amen. And we're going to leave that there. Okay.
But for the ones that want it, we are here.
We are here, and we have it for you.
Yeah,
we definitely have it for you. And if you are sent to disrupt, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Okay? Amen. So what advice would you give someone nervous to move overseas?
I would, if you have everything, all your ducks in a row and everything ready to go, hop on the flight and come over. Take a chance.
Yep.
That's what I say.
As
long as you have a plan and you have some things in order, take a chance.
Yes.
If you don't, stay home, build up, and then take a chance. But just be smart about it. And just know that there's community over here.
It is. I agree completely with that. And fear, throw fear out the window. Like, it's nothing to fear. Replace fear with faith. And take that leap. And like she said, plan properly. You know what I'm saying? And make it happen. Stop
Yeah.
talking about it. I want to tell y'all, because what I can say, the advice that I would give is stop talking about it and make it happen.
Yeah.
Because y'all been talking about it for years. You've been getting your passport for years. You've been wanting to travel for years. This is the time to stop talking about it. And if you watching it right now, you watching this right now, stop talking about it. Be about it. Get your ass up. Go get that passport. Book that flight. Get on a plane. It don't have to be Thailand.
Or baby steps. Baby steps.
Maybe,
go to the next city.
Yeah, some people don't even leave their state.
No.
Yeah, some people don't leave their
baby
state.
steps. That's your first hotel room.
Yes.
Go to the next
Get on
state.
your first flight. I know
Like,
so many people that haven't even been on a flight.
Yeah.
Take a chance.
Yeah,
like,
for
life
sure.
is too short to not live it and explore.
For sure,
and like
for
she
sure.
said, take baby steps. I tell people that too. Like, if you're scared to come abroad, go to a city that you've been wanting to go to that you've never been to. Start there first. Okay, so this segment is just a quick little hot take.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Bangkok nightlife. Overrated or elite? Be honest.
Oh my gosh.
Be honest.
I'm the wrong person to ask. You know, I don't be at all the hot spots and things like that. But I love the nightlife here because you get the clubs, you get the jazz bars, you get the speakeasies, you get the hidden bars, like you get the rooftops, you get it's the food, like it's a combination. I feel like Bangkok comes to life at nighttime.
Yes.
Like
I
seriously, like you go down to the Sukhumvit areas or any of the hot spots down there in Nana or Tongla 55 or any, like the
Soy 11.
any of that, and it's like there's this energy down there that's like buzzing. You know what I'm saying? And it's so much to do. So I'm not gonna say it's overrated. Overrated. I'm gonna say was it overrated
Elite.
or what? I wouldn't say it was
I don't
elite
wanna
either.
say
I don't
elite.
like that.
I think it's like in between.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. I know one place
It's a lot
I
to
don't really
do.
care for. I do not care for Kowtown Road. Like going over it overstimulates
I've only been there
me.
once, and I didn't care for it.
It overstimulates me so much. But to each his own, because there's a lot
I'm
of
the
people
wrong
that,
one to ask. Cowtown Road to me feels like I'm going to college and I barely have enough money to go to eat and to go to college.
It's just too
Like,
much. It's the
weird.
loud music for me. It's like I can't hear everybody. I can't say. It's just too much for me personally. But I know people like it.
People like it. Yeah, that's not to say.
I would say I definitely wouldn't say it's overrated, but I wouldn't say it's elite either. Because I be in the street.
It's alright. It's cool.
It's cool. It's definitely cool. We have a great time, and like you said, there's a variety of everything that you want to do. It can be done here, and
it's super
Bangkok
dope.
definitely comes alive at night, and the freaks too.
Yes. For sure.
I mean, this question. I mean, you're a married woman, so this question maybe, but like just from things you may have heard. And I'll chime in a little bit too. Dating in Thailand as a black woman, trash or treasure? What are some things? I know you didn't hear some things.
Yeah, I've heard a lot. I don't know.
From what you've
From
heard.
what I've heard, I would say that it's
Trash.
If it's trash or would you say treasure?
Treasure, damn no. Hell
Trash.
no.
Yeah, I would say it's trash.
Yes.
Like from what I've heard, it's trash.
Yes, it's trash. I
It's
can
trash.
definitely say it's definitely trash.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother
topic.
That's a whole other
about
topic. We're gonna have to
why.
get we're gonna have to get into that another time.
Yeah.
On another episode. Do what you want with that information.
Yeah, just don't come here looking like if
Looking
you're
for
coming here
love.
looking for a relationship
Or
looking for
love.
don't put that at the top of your
Yeah,
list.
please don't put that on the top
If
of your
it
list.
happens, it happens.
Because
but
that'd be the first question that everybody asks. What's dating like? I'm trying to come over there. No, don't. You already
it's
on the wrong
not gonna
track.
happen because they not here for you.
They not. That's the
I'm sorry.
Block it, sis. Because they're
Sorry.
really not.
Yeah.
You might find a few.
You might find a few.
You might find
the
a few.
older brothers.
Yeah.
The older brothers. I got older brothers. Let me not put nobody on blast.
Yeah, hey, look, we gonna have to come
say, like,
around
Keela, what's
too.
up?
Yeah, we gonna have to come with all the girls. We gonna have to get all the girls together. We gonna have a whole little powwow. But yeah, y'all.
Older brothers like the sisters. They be
Yeah.
trying to have me hook them up.
We have seen people find their person and their people, so it's possible. But just don't come here with it on the top of your list, like my good sister said. Don't come, or come with your husband already locked and loaded.
Bring your sand to the beach. Okay.
Period. Something you'll never do again in Thailand.
something I will never do again in Thailand?
Go to Countdown Road for me. Look.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. That's an easy way out.
Look, saved by the bell.
That's an easy way out. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I've done here that I'm like I'll never do again. Okay, so here's one thing that I do that I purposely never do again, and it's because I live here continuously. So if there's anybody watching here for that, I try to never go to the same place twice when I'm touristing.
Okay.
So if I go to Phuket, I don't go to Phuket again. I go to like Krabi, then I go to Chiang Mai, and then when I started going to places, the same place again, I go to a different place.
Okay.
I try not to go to the same place twice.
That makes sense.
You got to stay a tourist.
Yeah, you do. Or you just get stuck and
doing the same thing.
Hey, I've been on that.
Same thing with the food.
I've been on that side.
So much food in this city.
And we be at crack house. We was at crack house for goddamn 4 days in a row.
There's so many restaurants here.
But sometimes it's just like more of a comfortability thing. And, you know, some of us have like slight attachment issues to all things. Baddie brunch or island turn up?
Baddie brunch.
Okay.
You know me.
I'm
more of a brunch. I'm more of a brunch girl.
Love a good brunch. Okay. I'm here for a baddie brunch. Yeah. I'm not opposed to an island turn up, but I'm definitely.
Let's have brunch first and then head to the island turn up.
Islands, period. One Thai word or phrase you probably shouldn't know, but do.
Nope. I don't know no bad words.
You really don't? I know one, and y'all don't show me for this because this is the part of the question. But it's like, yet mad. And it's really bad, so don't say it. I think you will get beat up if you say it. It basically mean like, I can say it out loud. It means like, fuck your mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't say that.
That's hard.
A Thai person taught me, you know when you want to learn the language and you learn from certain Thai people, they teach you bad words first.
Teach me like shit fuck ass or something like that.
That's what it is. So don't ever say that because they'll probably knock your ass out.
I would never say that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's a phrase that I know that I shouldn't know, but I do. It was not, I didn't want to know it, but hey, yeah, don't say that. Okay, what about?
Okay.
Yes, Khela, thank you so much for setting the tone for this podcast. Welcome. You are literally a force in this community.
Thank you.
And I'm just so glad that we got to do this. I'm glad that the world will get to see that we got to do this as well. We don't know when it's coming, but one of these days we gonna have to do a match. We gonna have to do a collabo. Yeah. That's the only one we ain't seen. Yeah. We ain't seen the queens get together for real. For real. So yeah, we gonna make it happen, y'all. We gonna make it happen. Let the people know where they can follow you and tap in.
All right, y'all. So the name of the page is Adventures While Black. You can find us everywhere online at Adventures While Black, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and adventureswhileblack.com.
Yes, and where can they find you, the artist?
Oh man, me, the singer. Yeah. So my name is the Key Vocalist. It's the KHE Vocalist, and you can find me on Instagram and Facebook.
That is all for our first podcast. Adventures While Black in Bangkok. I am your host, Nas B. Make sure y'all follow blackinbangkok.th on Instagram. You can follow Black in Bangkok on all social media platforms as well for events, vibes, and just to connect with community. Make sure y'all also subscribe to our YouTube channel where we will have our podcast that will be airing every I don't know yet, but we're gonna figure out when. We're gonna figure out how often we're gonna do it. I'll let y'all know. Okay, I'll be real. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So make sure y'all go and subscribe, and y'all also can follow Black in Bangkok podcast on Instagram as well. And I'm your host, Nas B. Y'all can follow me, Nas B the GOAT, NASBTHAGOAT. And yeah, there we have it.
Hey.
We'll see y'all next time. Okay.
They be like, Nas, where you been at? They been talking on the low, she ain't spin that. Asking all these questions like, girl, where your friend at? I don't know, bitch.